Dear future husband, I almost gave up. That's not something I say lightly. It's not a dramatic line, although I can be dramatic, or a cute intro to a letter. It's just the truth. This past year, something shifted in me, and not in a sweet cinematic way, not in the way people talk about healing when things finally start to fall into place. No, the shift was heavier. It was the kind that leaves you quiet in rooms where you used to laugh, the kind that sneaks up on you in the car, in the checkout line, in the middle of worship. It was a weariness I couldn't pray away, a hollow ache I didn't know how to name anymore, and it centered around you. The desire for marriage, for companionship, for someone to build a life with, and it didn't go away. But the hope that it would ever happen for me, that part did. It just started unraveling, slowly, subtly. I can't pinpoint the moment it all came undone. I only knew I was grieving something I hadn't even lost yet. And it was exhausting to keep believing for something you never chose to wait this long for, to show up at wedding after wedding with a smile and a blessing in your heart, but still go home alone, to watch everyone else's joy unfold while wondering if yours got stuck somewhere behind, to pray and cry and trust God with every part of your life except this one, because this one felt too personal, too painful, and too ignored. So I stopped. I stopped praying for you, I stopped writing to you, I stopped letting my heart wander into that territory because it felt like God was standing on the other side of my heartache, watching me drown and doing nothing. And I know that sounds harsh, but I need you to know the truth. I felt abandoned by the one I was trusting to write our story. I felt like maybe I was the exception, like maybe I was just meant to learn to be okay with being alone, and that I had misunderstood every promise whispered over me. I felt like if God really loved me, he would have seen the tears, and if he saw them, how could he possibly stay silent? So I did what I thought would protect my heart. I buried the longing. I didn't deny it, I just silenced it. I didn't tell anyone I was hurting, I just smiled and said I was okay. But inside, I was quietly grieving something sacred, something I still wanted, even though I didn't feel safe wanting it anymore. And then something shifted again. This time, not in the way it broke before. This was quieter, gentler, in a whisper you could mistake for silence. My friends got together and prayed over me, completely unprompted, and spoke words that I hadn't said out loud to anyone. Words that cut through the wall I didn't even know I'd built. Later, a friend brought up something about faith and waiting, not knowing the full story of what I'd been carrying. And little by little, like rain softening dry soil, my heart started to feel again. Not fully, not confidently, but tenderly, like maybe God had never left the room. Like maybe the silence wasn't absence, just an invitation. Like maybe the ache wasn't punishment, but preparation. I began to whisper again, small prayers, honest ones. Lord, I still want him. God, I still believe, but help my unbelief. If there's someone out there, please keep him close. I started writing again, picking up this letter with trembling hands but a steady spirit. I don't know if you're close or far, if you're praying too, or if you've stopped like I did, but I needed you to know this part of the story. I needed you to know I almost gave up, that I hit a low in my hope and wondered if I'd ever get back up again, that I doubted God's goodness, and then I started to see it again. No one tells you how painful hope can be. No one tells you that trusting God will sometimes feel like heartbreak, but somehow he holds space for both. And maybe that's the most beautiful part of life, in this journey. Not that I never wavered, but that I wavered and still stayed. Not that I always believed, but that I doubted and found my way back to prayer. Not that I never let go, but that I'm choosing to hope again anyway. Wherever you are, I'm still here, still believing, still hoping, still praying. The road to you is teaching me more than I ever expected, and even if I don't see the ending yet, I trust that God does, and I trust him with you. So I'll keep praying, I'll keep writing, I'll keep hoping, and I hope and pray that I see you soon.